Hey, what's going on guys? Today is the last video that I will film in this house for this channel. It's a Lost Origins booster box opening. I'm in the middle of moving and I'm a little bit flustered because this is the last time I'm going to be filming a vid in this house and I'm supposed to be moving stuff right now. I really wanted to get in one last like original old school kind of vid before I dipped. I'm moving to a new place, which is going to be in a really nice, refreshing spot. But that's boring stuff. Anyway, that's just what's happening at the moment. In about 30 minutes, I've got to go pack a TV unit into a trailer and then drive it up to the new place. And then tomorrow, we're basically going to take everything that we own. Mainly the bed is the most important. Bang, Radiant Gardevoir to kick it off. That is actually quite nice. And then, yeah, once we spend the night there, that'll be it. We need to take the fridge, the washing machine. You know how it is. Anyway, it's been agony here because collector and I got a lot of stuff. A lot. Like, it's a disgusting amount. I don't know if you guys saw the, like, my collection is out of hand video that I put up the other day. But basically, there's dust everywhere. Things are unorganized. Figures are just lying about. There's no method to the madness. And yes, I'm trying to organize that. Lost City, this is a good one. I'm gonna open this box because I want to get the codes and I need to start deck building. Lost Biddy is Lost Biddy. Hey, where my Lost Biddies at? Lost City is a stadium card that you do need for some of the new, I guess, Lost Zone decks. So Lost Origin, you probably know all about it. This isn't the first opening that's up on anybody's channel, but it does introduce the Lost Zone, which is like a second trash. I'm gonna try and like talk a little bit about what's involved in this set that is a bit different to standard sets or sets that we've seen before, just in case you guys are starting to learn how to play, because I am seeing a lot of new people get involved with play. I myself am a new player. I haven't started playing until about middle of this year or early this year, and it's been an awesome learning curve. I made a lot of friends, which is the main thing that's, I guess, kept me coming back to it. This has got a hit in it. Is it Trainer Gallery? I've already got that one. I already found Opal, so I got two. Not really a playable card, but if you collect anything from Sword and Shield, you like the gym trainers from that or the gym leaders, then damn it, I didn't want to. I'm like out here trying to. It's like pack opening cope. It's a card I didn't want. I'm trying to like look for the silver lining when there is none. But yes, there are a few cards outside of like the chase rare collector cards that I want to find out of this to help with my Lost Origin decks. This is one of them, Comfy. So this is a really good single prize that helps accelerate discarding Pokemon into your Lost Zone, which powers up the Giratina VSTAR attack. Mirage Gate is another one. This is an essential card for most of these Lost Zone decks, which you can only use if you have 7 or more cards in the Lost Zone, and it lets you search for up to 2 basic and then attach them to any Pokemon any way you like. This is how you accelerate energy onto the Giratina and start attacking with it. So the Lost Origin decks are actually quite cool. The Giratina, I was gonna say Giratina. The Giratina deck is in particular pretty cool because it's all about discarding your deck. So you don't really want to put good quality cards in it. You only want to put cards that help discard other cards and cards that you're okay parting with when you're playing. We got a hit in this one. I don't know if it's a V or a special or a trainer. Ooh, it's a V. Ooh, I hate that. I hate this Pokemon. So this disgusting. I don't like Dullfox. I'm not a fan of like any humanoid Pokemon like that. So I bet you're laughing out there. I know who the Dullfox fans are. I bet you're laughing out there. Laughing at me? Whatever, I gotta take that. But I like the Giratina deck because it's about just going turbo, going fast, discarding stuff, and then swinging really hard. Giratina is a solid V and V-Star card because it has 280 HP, which is like a solid amount, which also means that most other V-Star and VMAX Pokemon can't swing hard enough to one-hit it. Palkia V-Star can get up there, but it needs a lot to do it. So it can withstand one-hit attacks for the most part. But in turn, it can also swing for 280 and knock out most other V and V-Star cards. So Giratina is a pretty solid addition to the meta. It's gonna be interesting to see how good of a card it is because when new cards come out like that, the first impression for a lot of players is, you know, bad card. Like it's not gonna be that good. And then all it takes is one person to just show how to play it well. And then a lot of people get on board with it. So yeah, I'm pretty excited for that. But I'm also excited for this move. And I was gonna make this a bit of a, hey, see you later, guys. It's been real video where it was just me basically talking Pikachu by Kurumitsu. I love this card. This is one of the best new cards of the year. And Kurumitsu is one of my favorite new artists. Such a good style. I need to pick up their It's like their how to draw or like how they draw their style book. If you're an artist, check that out. It's on Amazon. If you can't find it, hit me up on Twitter and I'll send you a link to it. Jinx by Nagumi Nijo. Bang. So many good cards in this set. The art has it's just gone to a new level in 2022. Like every Shinji Kanda with the Aerodactyl. Like if you don't collect Japanese, Scav with the Hariyama. If you don't collect Japanese, this is going to be the first time you're seeing a lot of these cards. But even seeing them again in English, I don't really mind. I prefer to collect Japanese just because it's easier to master set than it is English. But I don't mind seeing these cards for a second time. But yeah, this was going to be our see you later guys video, just a solo one. But I figured, you know, 2 birds with 1 stone. Let's Sableye, another good card. I'll talk about this in a second. Let's do a pack opening while we're at it. So do we have a Giratina? Because I really need him. No, it's a Pidgeot V, which unfortunately isn't that playable of a card. It's not a playable card at all, but hey, we got another Mirage Gate. And hope you guys aren't sniping my codes because I need them to build my deck. Because I need to start practicing with these Lost Zone decks and practicing against it too. I play Pokemon VSTAR, but I'm thinking of switching it up because a lot of the cards in that deck, mainly the Inteleon engine, are going to rotate at the start of the year, 2023. So I won't be able to play it in standard regulation anymore in the Inteleon format, which is the format that I like. Anyway, where was I? Inkay, that one's by Shibuzo, one of my favorite artists, and Honchkrow by Shibuningaru, who is drawing that. I don't know if you guys saw. Can we talk about that? It's like the leaked Charizard VMAX. Leaked Charizard VMAX. It's going to be coming out in that Charizard UPC. I'm pretty excited about that. Shibuningaru was a new artist from VMAX Climax, and within a year, they're already drawing a special art. Probably going to be one of the most sought after special arts, full stop, period, out of that new set. We don't know how the rest of those cards are going to be coming out. You guys are probably like, what? He's jumping from like 16 different things. Hang on, let's get through this pack and we'll take a bit of a breather. Oddish, Poliwrath by Teizero. Absolutely love me some Teizero. Banger card. They drew that Superior V CSR that's in Incandescent Arcana. And I am going to open up Incandescent Arcana, but I wanted to do it the way I usually do. I wanted to take my time with it. So I'll probably film that sometime next week and give it a bit of love. Sorry, I'm not going to be day one with that. I just want to do it properly the way I like him. And Raichu by Ghidorah. Bang. They draw a lot of Digimon cards. Mirage Gate, again, you'll take that. Arazu, not that good of a card, but we'll put it to the trainers. Okay, what was I? Let's start from the top. So the first thing is, damn, I can't believe it's been 2 years of this channel. It's been literally over 2 years and a day and a week or something since I have hit my first upload. So I'm feeling a little bit like nostalgic. You know, I've got a little bit of the feels. Is this Giratina VSTAR? Yeah, that's what we like to see. I'm pretty happy about that. This is one that I wanted to hit because if you are running the Giratina VSTAR deck, you're going to need at least 2. If you're running it with Arceus, you'll need Arceus V and VSTAR as well as this and the V. So I'm actually quite stoked about that. That is a good little pickup. But yes, I get very nostalgic and sentimental, especially with goodbyes. It's just something that I've always sort of, you know, I get quite sad. I feel like I get less like emotional about it these days, but yeah, in the past, anyway, I'm not very good with goodbyes. This isn't a goodbye. It's more of a shift, you know, but I've made a lot of memories in this room and, you know, through this channel. One thing that, is that normal? Is that, oh wait, hang on. Yeah, cool. Okay, that makes sense. One thing that I was thinking about was last year, after watching like a lot of stuff go down in terms of like parasocial relationships, particularly with Ludwig. He used to talk a lot about that. He kind of still does. Yeah, getting like too close to your audience. This will be a little bit of a, maybe there's something you haven't really thought about before, but I think about it all the time. Getting too close with your audience and that line between like friendship and fan. Oh, we got another one here. Hang on. Thornton, you actually kind of need that in most decks. So even though it's a rainbow, I'll use that. So I'm actually not that ups. That's pretty good. I would prefer the full art, but you take the rainbow too. I could probably put that in my Palkia deck as well. Lost Vacuum is another really good one. You can use this card only if you put another card from your hand in the Lost Zone. So this accelerates cards into your Lost Zone. Choose a Pokemon tool attached to any Pokemon or any stadium in play and put it in the Lost Zone. So you can put somebody else's card into their Lost Zone. I think that's how it works. I need to read up on that. But basically, I've been thinking about that because last year at some point, I was talking about this in one of my streams. I kind of wanted to draw that line in the sand and, you know, basically say, and bear with me on this one. You got to listen to the second half because the first half is going to sound a bit harsh. But basically, like, it's impossible for me to be everybody's friend, or to be you guys' friend, or the friend of the audience, right? Clefable. So I spoke about that a little bit during a stream. But in the last year, I've sort of kind of wish I hadn't said that. Not because it might have sounded harsh, but because it's not entirely true. I'm not like your best buddy. I can't be, realistically, to everybody. But I have made so many friends through this channel, whether it's IRL or just over the net, whether it's through Discord, Twitter, Instagram. I've connected with so many different people that I wouldn't have connected with if I didn't start making videos on this channel. So for me, like moving from this house and this studio where I've generated a lot of memories, spent a lot of time, spent a lot of time in this room, whether it's been late night editing, grinding for a video upload at 7 a.m. or just streaming until all hours of the morning. I've made a lot of friends and memories in this room. So I'm always going to have a strong connection to it, and it's always going to be tied to the start of my channel. That's a really good pickup. So to get the one line out of one box is pretty good, because there are a few different V-Star and V cards in this set. So to get Giratina V and V-Star out of one box, I'm happy with that. So yeah, I was gonna do like a see you later and kind of just like talk over things and talk, but what's there to really talk about? There's not a whole lot to talk about, except I've had a lot of fun doing this, and I'm glad. Ooh, a trainer gallery, Parasect, excellent, and Politoed. I love this one. I'm glad that I started the channel. I started it because like I wanted to make things a little bit easier for Japanese card collectors. At the time I thought there was a bit of a gap. There wasn't a lot of YouTubers that were talking about them accurately. There's a lot of collectors out there, but I tried to like hone in and narrow down on the semantics for the people that like the details, or make things a little bit more digestible for people that didn't really understand. Colress is another really good one. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck and put 3 of them into your hand. That's good. And then put the other 2 in the lost zone. This is a fantastic card, especially if you are going second, turn 1, you can play this straight away and instantly accelerate 2 cards into your lost zone. So that's a solid as pickup, especially when you want to be attacking with Giratina on turn 2. Getting that on your first turn going second is indispensable. Anyway, what was I saying? I was talking about why I started making videos on the channel. And then over time, it kind of morphed into how can I entertain you guys? How can I make things funny and enjoyable for people while still teaching people things? And then it kind of morphed into like, how can I talk about big issues in the TCG, which there are some. I'm not trying to just make something out of nothing, because that's pretty easy to do with any hobby. But there are issues that like kind of need to, just so that the space is like more enjoyable for people. I feel like in the last year I kind of stopped talking about that as much, but since I started playing, I realized how important that is to just talk about things, whether they're confronting or not, and whether people are going to agree with them or not. Sometimes kind of just need to say things that you think need to be said. Having started playing IRL and meeting a variety of different people and seeing how and why other people collect and engage in the hobby has given me an appreciation for those topics a little bit more. So yeah, there was a video I put up yesterday that might have upset or ruffled a few people's feathers, but for the most part, I think probably the best thing about that video was seeing so many different people say, yeah, like we agree, and thanks for speaking up and saying something. I'm by no means a hero for that. I just don't want to make that into something bigger than it is. I kind of just wanted to talk about it for my own personal reason, and also so that the hobby is just a little bit more approachable for different people. But to see so many different people respond to it in a positive way, oh, Bannett, I wasn't expecting that. That's a cool trainer gallery. That's by Tomomi Kaneko. I like this one because Bannett's got their mouth open. I always like that. And Aerodactyl V. Okay, not bad. Oh, my tower is falling over. We caught it just in time. But yes, to see so many people say, hey, solid as vid, thanks for speaking up about this, reminded me why I make videos on the channel. It is for you guys. It is, for your entertainment, but also I've made such a strong connection with so many different people that I felt like I kind of had to make that video for them. You guys probably know who you are. And that connection has come around because I spend so much time talking to you guys, which is why when I said last year, like, I can't be everybody's friend, I can't really, but I can be someone that everyone can talk to. I try to respond to as many comments as I can here. I speak basically every day, probably a little bit too much. Cramorant, reverse, you need this. Sorry, if you have 4 or more cards in the lost zone, ignore all energy in this Pokemon. Ignore all energy in this Pokemon's attack cost. So this is a good way to just get an easy attacker up there that can do 110, and it's a single prizer. So I think people are running Cramorant in single prize decks, but this is a handy card to have because it can get you out of a pinch, it can snipe, it can just do a little bit of damage and soften up V-Star Pokemon, it can do 110 for free. Maybe get knocked out straight away and your opponent takes one prize, but then you can switch in one of your other Pokemon and knock out something like a Pikachu VMAX that has a lot of health, or an Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX, and it's just an easy way to just soften up your opponent's Pokemon. Now, what was I saying before that? I was like, I'll definitely remember. Yes, I spend too much time talking in the Discord. That's right. Like I said, I can't be everyone's friend, but I can be someone that everyone can talk to. So that's why I have a lot of strong feelings in this room, and for me it's a little bit of a big deal. The show will go on. I'll be back in a little bit once I set up the new place and get the new studio under control. This is a good one. I'll talk about it in a second. But yeah, it's not the end. It's just you're probably watching this and you're like, dude, shut up. Like, you literally, all you're doing is moving out. But it's a big deal. I don't know. This is a bit of a chapter. It's like it's a bookmark in what I've been doing. A big, huge part of my life. Oh, boss's orders. That's huge. Okay, that's really good. That is an awesome trainer gallery to pick up, because you can run that in pretty much every single deck and it looks really cool. I'm pretty happy with that. That's an awesome trainer gallery. And Greedent. But yeah, just hang on, give me 1 second. I had to sort out the cards there and start a new record, because this camera, so old, it can only record 20 minutes at a time, and then I have to stop and start it. So yeah, I mean, it's stuff like that I'm the fact that if you ever watch any of the live streams over at Twitch, that camera's battery will die every, I think, 30 minutes if I don't press a button on it. It's just little bits like that when I move to the new place, I'm gonna fix up, and I'm gonna miss. Like, I'll miss the gag. I'll miss like the stupid stuff like that. I'll miss fiddling with the lighting, because it's an awkward room. Straighten up the camera, just getting things right. When I first started making videos on this channel, I used to do the pack openings with this camera and an iPhone camera. Since then, I managed to upgrade to this Sony a6400, which is a great cam. I got a really nice mount here. I don't know where I was at Delphox V again. You can't really run it. It's kind of useless, but another Mirage Gate is solid. By the way, I need to redeem those codes. I gotta redeem them for PTCGO, because I prefer IRL play like significantly more over playing online, because I just feel like playing online is a little bit stale. But you do need to sometimes play online to stay sharp. Otherwise, you get a bit rusty. Hisuian Arcanine by Yorubi. This is a banger. We got 3 trainer gallery Pokemon cards and 2 trainers, which I reckon is pretty solid. This has been one of my better English boxes in recent times. And a Dugong. So another Mirage Gate and Aerodactyl. So yeah, I guess for me, the big thing about the shift and the change is that it kind of represents a little bit of a new start, which is kind of a corny thing that a lot of YouTubers say to justify, like, okay, I'm having like a big life change. This might be like New Year's Day. Like, okay, starting from New Year's Day, new me, new channel, like new vibe. I'm going to try and do that. I'm moving to a more like natural creative space. I'm going to feel a little bit more in tune with the world without it sounding too too artsy fartsy. I'm looking forward to that, I guess, that mix up. But I don't know, as I draw to the end of this box, I didn't prepare talking about any of this stuff, by the way. I wanted to make this video talking about this, but I thought it was better that it just came from the heart rather than me writing it down and reading the cliff notes. But yeah, I guess the summary, the cliff notes, is as much as I didn't want to get too attached to the channel, in a way, inadvertently, it was just always going to happen, and it did. And as sappy as it sounds, like, without you guys, like, I wouldn't be the person that I am today. Not just because, like, now I've got a YouTube channel and subscribers and followers and whatever. Like, a lot of you people have shaped the way I view the world, how I view things in the hobby, how I just approach my day-to-day. I'm a different person than I was two and a bit years ago. I like to think I'm a bit of a better person. I'm a bit more tolerable. I think my girlfriend will say I'm more tolerable to be around. There've been some down times, this can be a bit stressful doing this sometimes, but I don't think I really show that, take that out here. Yeah, I owe a lot to you guys. So if you are still here watching this part of the video, because yeah, I know what it's like on YouTube. I rarely watch the full I rarely watch the full videos either. If you're still listening this far in, Thank you so much. Another comfy. This is a great box. This is one of the better boxes up there. While I didn't get super rare cards, I don't care. I got very playable ones. You guys are the reason why I get up every day, to be honest. And you're the reason why I keep going. The reason why I keep making content. So thank you. I'm going to miss making content in this room, in this style, and the history with it. But I'm looking forward to doing it again and starting afresh in a new place. And yeah, bringing you guys more entertaining and more valuable content. To say that my content now is bad, but I'm looking forward to the mix-up that it brings. A Bomber Snow. Goodra, hey, that's a great card because Goodra V-Star is a viable deck, same with Zoroark, so this has been a fantastic box if you're a player. I'm very glad I started playing because it's given me a new appreciation for English that I didn't have before, and gets me more excited about cards that ordinarily I'd be like, I'm actually pretty stoked about this box. This is solid. I am gonna do a live stream here tomorrow morning. So if you're watching this now, at 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. AEST, somewhere around there, I'll go live. I'm historically a late person. I'm just gonna come and do a live stream, kick it off, maybe do like an Ask Me Anything. I'm hoping that I can see you guys there tomorrow. But have I ticked every box? Is this just me saying a Dear Diary and trying to mask it as a box opening? Yes it is. Wurmple, Machoke, the absolute Chad by Mitsuda Arata. I love this card. It's so, like, he actually is Giga Chad. And Electros to finish it off. Did we get another cool trainer? No, we didn't. Guys, thank you so much for watching, supporting, subscribing, liking, even if it's only been 30 seconds of a video that you've popped in to say hey, a comment to say hey, I haven't watched a video in a while, but I'm still here, or you're someone that comments on every single video, no matter what time, no matter what the topic is. You guys are the reason why I keep doing this. I'm gonna keep doing it for as long as I can, as long as it's fun, and it's still very, very fun. And I'm looking forward to the shift and the first video. I don't know what it'll be. Maybe you can just tell me, hey, make the first video something like this, Jay, and I'll do it. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. Hopefully see you tomorrow during the live stream. But until then, that is the last video that I film in this room. And yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, thank you for supporting okJLUV. You guys literally help make my dream come true. Thank you.